How you doing? So we have the Selector Arena and Psychoman Arena. So these are my arena prediction for round one. So this Selector Arena, we're gonna have 6 champions that I got reworked because of last month they had Black Widow because of the movie. That's why they put her in the feature arena. So that's why we have 6 this month. So I do expect the scores to go higher than the previous selector arenas because we have 6 this month. I also believe that we have some really good buffs that came out last month and this month. I think out of the 6 that got buff, I think Diablo is the best one, and I think King Groot is a pretty close second as far as the buff goes. I have some gameplay from Diablo, King Groot, and Bishop and Hood, so I'll put the description down below, link of all the videos. So if you want to binge watch of great MCOC video content, feel free. I'll have plenty of them, so you can watch it if you like the buff or not, and if you want, whether you want to go for the champion. So feel free to criticize my video, say I'm the worst MCOC player ever in history, whatever. I don't really care. I believe in the freedom of speech, so I live in America where we still have the freedom of speech, even though it's slowly being taken away from us. But feel free to write any comments you want, good or bad. I know some other MCOC YouTubers are sensitive about those things. I'm really not. I don't give an F really what you say, good or bad. So feel free if you want to say I'm the worst MCOC YouTuber. I'm not as skilled as Suida, or I don't have the special effects like unofficial Kabam does. So feel free to say anything good or bad. So, and I mentioned I'll post down a link below when it comes to the buffs. I have Diablo, King Groot, Hood, and Bishop gameplay. So if I had to pick one out of the 6, I definitely think Diablo got the best buff, and then King Groot is second. I just want to say, if you're gonna pick King Groot, he requires high sig. He benefits a lot from his signature ability. Just letting you know that. So, but if you get him and you have him at high sig, he's like a tank. Diablo doesn't really benefit. He does benefit from his signature ability, but not as much as King Groot. And Diablo is gonna do well without his signature ability, even if you have it or not. And I think Diablo and King Groot are really like beginner friendly or average MCOC player friendly. I think, just to like give you an idea, I was just watching Star in Sky. He looks like a part-time MCOC YouTuber, but if you can count him as an MCOC YouTuber, he's like the highest, the most popular MCOC YouTuber, if you could say that, because he has 393,000 followers. So I saw him with a rank 1, I believe SIG 20 Diablo, without running suicide masteries, which he can really benefit from and while having suicide masteries and using willpower. He wasn't running suicide masteries, and he was able to solo Realm of Legends Winter Soldier twice, and the second time he soloed it, he got hit 50 times, and he would still be able to solo it with a rank 1 SIG 20, I believe. No, not running suicide with Diablo. Yeah, so I think Diablo and King Groot are beginner and average MCOC player friendly. They're both pretty tanky, but you do want to have high sig if you do want to play with King Groot, if you want to be able to make him a tank. I do think King Groot is better if you're not running Liquid Courage and Willpower when it comes to beginners and average MCOC players. But if you have access to Liquid Courage and Willpower, I say that Diablo is better when it comes to beginners and average MCOC player. Like I mentioned, I'll have plenty of videos when it comes to Diablo and King Groot. I'll post down the description below. So here are my predictions for Diablo, the 6 champions that got a rework. I say I would go to 100 million. It could be less than that, but there are 6 champions, and there are some, they have really good buffs. So I say 100 million for the cutoff for the rework champions. And when it comes to the 5-star arena, I would go to 36 million for the cutoff for the rework champions. And when it comes to the top 5% in the feature arena, when it comes to the rework arena, I would say go to 28 million. It's probably going to be less than that for the cutoff, but I think 28 million is pretty safe for a grind target for the 6 stars to the top 5% in the feature arena. Let's go with Psycho Man. I don't think he's that good at all. My original prediction was 45 million for the cutoff, but then I was just watching Brian Grant arena prediction. He said 52 million. He's like, you could say, second or third most popular MCOC YouTuber. So I expect his prediction has a lot of weight on the scores that can influence the score. So instead of 45 million, I would say that go to 50 million for the cutoff for the Psycho Man. And always try to give yourself an extra 10% for a grind target, so 55 million for a grind target. And when it comes to the top 5-star, I would say go to 18 million for the cutoff for the Psycho Man arena. When it comes to the top 5% in the basic arena, I would go to 11 million. You want to be safer, I would go to 11.5 million for the Psycho Man arena. So here are my prediction for the rework champions and Psycho Man arena round 1. Thank you. Keep in mind, these are just cutoff predictions, so always try to give yourself an extra 10% for a grind target. Thank you.